Hello friends, welcome back to all of you in my YouTube channel. In this video, here we discuss regarding to the codominance. In the Mendelian inheritance, we study each character is controlled by a pair of factor or pair of a gene. But there are some examples in which Mendelian inheritance is not follows and they follow the another kind of inheritance, and the incomplete dominance already we discussed, that is also the example. And right now here we discuss codominance, which is also not follows the Mendelian inheritance. What happens in the codominance? In the codominance, that character which is controlled by the pair of a factor in which that both gene express themselves equally. It means law of dominance is not applicable in this case. In this case, that two genes express themselves equally. That's why a different kind of expression seen in the F1 generation, as the combination of both characters are seen in the F1 generation. Let's study that codominance with the example, and the example from the cattles, coat colors in the cattles. In the cattles, primarily there are three coat colors, that is black, white, red, and combination of red, white, and black and white. And the combination of red and white, which is called as a roan. In this case, the cross occurs in between that red parents, red cattle with white one. The red cattle are crossed with white one. So parents are red and white. The genotype of that red parent is capital R and capital R, and the genotype of white is capital W and capital W. Remember here that genotype which is given as capital R, capital R, capital W, because here no one is dominant and no one is recessive. The capital R gene, which is responsible for the red color, and the capital W gene, which is responsible for the white character. But in a cross between red and white, the F1 individual should be either red or either white, or the combination of red and white. But here in the F1 generation, that roan individuals are formed. F1 generation roan individuals are formed, which having the genotype capital R and capital W. As both these genes shows here equal expression, so roan individuals are formed. Further, that roan individuals are crossed, then in the F2 generation different characters are seen in the ratio or in the codominance, particularly in the cross between two roan individuals. That roan individual produces the two different types of gametes. When we study, the parents are roan and roan. The genotype of roan is capital R, capital W, capital R, and capital W. And they produces two types of gametes, that is capital R, capital W. The another roan also produces capital R and capital W. And in this case, in the F2 generation, these different combinations are formed. And in the F2 generation, the different combinations are formed like red, roan, and white. That is in a ratio of 1:2:1. It means in the F2 generation, that parental character as well as the new combination of character is formed, that is in a ratio of 1:2:1. As that roan individual produces that capital R and capital W gamete, another individual also produces capital R and capital W gamete, and the combination of that capital R, capital W, that produces red, roan, and white, that is in a ratio of 1:2:1. So that is the example of codominance. When we study incomplete dominance and a codominance, both cases, in these both cases, the ratio is 1:2:1. But the difference is, in the incomplete dominance, both genes shows their partial expression. That's why the intermediate expression is seen. And in this case, in the codominance, both genes shows their equal expression, and that's why that combination of characters are formed. Particularly in this roan individual, that both characters are seen. That is the combination of red and combination of white. So it means both genes shows their equal expression, and that is the codominance. Here, in the incomplete dominance and in a codominance, both these examples are not followed the Mendelian inheritance. They show the different patterns of inheritance. In the first case, both genes shows in the incomplete dominance, both genes shows their partial expression. In the codominance, both genes shows their equal expression. So hope you like this video. Then like the video and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.